All right, guys. So I'm gonna go over this activity, which is launching an EC2 instance. To launch an EC2 instance, just click on this, and this should say that these are the things that you're gonna do, and you need to complete this by this time so that you will get the reward of $20. So this is approximately 10 minutes of a activity. Even it's much faster when you know how to do it. So click on Start Activity, and this should redirect it to the EC2 instance. So on the left side, you will see these three horizontal lines. Now this is where the actual menu is hiding below. And here you have the instances, which is basically the EC2 instance. So here you can click on the launch instance, which will take you to the previous page. It automatically redirected. So when you click on this, you're gonna see some details over here. This is the $20 activity. So first remove these unwanted messages from the top so that you know what you're doing. So the number of instances one. So one instance is fine for you to create. And this is by default selected Amazon Linux, and then this is a T3 micro. It's a very basic instance, I would say. And then here you have the security group, and one volume has been configured, which is 8 GB of size. Now here over here you have the name. So this name, you can give a name of this instance, like as it says, my web server. Likewise, you can give a probable name. So I will put it as Bastion host. Bastion host is basically Bastion host is basically a server which you actually access a private network, and this will be the only server which is on the public network. So this is kind of a host where you jump onto other service. So I'm just going to name it like that because it's just a test instance. And I am okay with the Amazon Linux 2023 version, so that you can also see the other Amazon Linux available over here. There are these Amazon Linux designed for deep learning. So likewise, you have different versions of it. You can also choose other operating system, but make sure that the operating systems are free tier enabled so that the 6 months, you can cover that up for 6 months with the free tier enabled, so you don't have to pay for the operating system. For example, Windows, right? The basic Windows over here, 2025 base, is free tier eligible. But then if you're going to choose anything else, like the server 2012 with SQL server 2022, that's going to be chargeable. So there's no free tier over here. So make sure that you select something free tier over here. So I'm good with Amazon Linux. And here it says it's a 64-bit x86 architecture, so that's something we are good with. The username is EC2 user, so do remember this. So we need this information to log in into the system. And then so this is a free tier and eligible one. Now you can see that there are multiple free tier eligible as well. You have the M7i Flex Large, which is two CPUs, 8 GB. So this is also free tier eligible. So I'm just gonna go with the small rather than micro, because that's enough for me. Because I just need 2 GB of RAM to two virtual CPUs. That should be good enough. Now, if it's not a free tier, you can actually see the prices over here. So it's a point zero point 0.04, I'm sorry, point zero 0.04 USD per hour, which is like so cheap. So if it's Windows, and you can actually see some of the prices over here. Now, this is very important step. This is how you get to log in into the server. Without a key pair, you'll not be able to log in. So just click on create a new key pair, and then it's just like default key pair. So this is basically telling you this is for PuTTY. For logging into PuTTY, we use PPY format. So you can also download the other format later point of time. So that's not a big deal. So here in the network preference, we are going to stick with the default network preference. It's going to create its own security group, and it's going to allow SSH traffic from anywhere so that you can log in into the system. So if you're going to use this for a web server, so you can also enable this if it's going to be used for web server. But it's highly more recommended to use this kind of a series of IP address, which means that anywhere communication. But at this moment, we're no more concerned about that. So I'm gonna make this storage size as 16 GB, and I'm gonna go with the general, provisioned 3, uh, in terms of hard disk capability. So I'm going to leave it as it is. So I'm not going to go to the advanced details because we're not here to learn about this instance at this moment. But this is pretty much what we wanted to do. And here you can see the reviews and configuration and click on launch instance. The moment you do this, you're going to get a EC2 instance created on your on your AWS. So when you click on EC2 instance, you'll be actually seeing an instance is running over here. Now you can go back to your first page and you can see that we have successfully launched it. It may take a little bit time for it to update, but this one is completed. We have enabled or launched an instance already. So it's going to take some time, but it's going to reflect very soon. And to access this instance, all you have to do is like click on this instance, and then you will see a public IP address. Take this instance, and if you have mobile XTerm or some kind of a tool, you can go to that tool. I use mobile XTerm, so there's a free version available for it. Click on new version, go to SS search, type in the host name, specify username ec2-user. So this is basically what the user we have used so far. And then